It's nearly 9:15, and so was it? Well, I got here for about 7, and I've pitched quite a way along from the trig point because I want to have a bit of a sleep in tomorrow. So well, I'm quite well away from there. I'm at the same height and everything, but that'll get busy early. And I haven't seen anybody up here apart from one person, and I've been talking to that person for over an hour before I even started to pitch the tent or anything. I could have been pitched hours ago. So I haven't even got my mat up or anything. It's getting dark, temperatures dropped, and hopefully that's it now. Just me on top of here. It's been 11 years since I camped here. I camped with Whernside 11 years ago. It's, God, I don't know where the years went. So yeah, I ain't camped here on my own though, so it's the first getting done. And I'm absolutely parched. Absolutely parched. So yeah, over an hour. I was on to get the tent pitched and everything, but you can't be rude, can you? I was a nice enough vlog and everything, and it was a friendly conversation. Right, I'm parched. I need a cup of tea. Let's get this stove sorted. A nice brew there. Tonight for supper I'm going to be having 2 red hot pepperonis, 2 Savoys. I've got some cheese. I've also got some Mexican spice cheese. I'm going to cut them into slices or squares, put them into my titanium plate, and that'll be my supper. Just experimenting all the time, but yeah, titanium plate, another piece of titanium. The only thing I've regret, the plan was I was going to do Whernside tonight, go down, go back to the car, replenish stocks and go and do another wild camp. I think what I might do, because I found a stream up here with clear water, and somewhere I tried to camp a few years not far from here, and I couldn't do it because it was too windy. I couldn't get the tent pitched. So I think I'm going to do that. But what I wish I had done is bought a couple of sachets of dehydrated food for no weight penalty. Yeah, lesson learned. Then I'm going to do that, and then say I'm going to go back to the car or whatever. If I want to do an extra night, I can, just to give me that flexibility for no weight penalty, really. I've also got some chicken tikka breast slices and some spiced rice and stuff. So I'll have that tomorrow night. For supper, I've got some banana flavoured porridge. I'll have that in the morning. So I'll be alright. But I do wish I'd brought some dehydrated. This tea is gorgeous. I'm so parched. But yes, the stream. So that's changed my plans. So I have got a couple of wild camps done. I look absolutely, I was going to say wrecked, but what I mean is rough. One of them, I'd been away for 19 hours the night before and just looked rough, and the other one just tired, and so they're going to be heavily edited. There won't be much to show, I don't think, but I will, so I'll show that first. Forgot my lamp, that's why it's a bit dark. I got up yesterday at 2 o'clock in the morning, packed, did a shift at work, then came straight over here, parked up at Leversham, did the walk in, pitched as the sun was setting, and stayed outside the tent till 9 o'clock. So how many hours is that? I don't know. Is it 19 hours? I don't know. And then keeled over. I did set the alarm for 2 o'clock this morning to get up and get sorted, but I just could not get up. So I'll wait for the sun to rise and then I'll film a bit more. But the stars last night, it was just amazing. I didn't switch the cameras on, it was just I was just stood there with my jaw on the ground basically. It was amazing. Yeah, it's 10 to 6. Time to start making a move. So yeah, I was up for 19 hours. And it was brilliant to get the tent pitched. But God, I was sorting my sweat. I'm not used to picking the pack up. The pack felt so heavy. And I was tired. I did stay up till 9 o'clock. That meant I had been up for 19 hours. So I got in the tent and I just keeled over. But I was just tired all the way. But yeah, it's time to start getting out now. I'm gonna have to become more active, getting out after work, get out on the moors and stuff, and start getting as much wild camping as I can. Get used to picking the pack up again and lose weight. I reckon I'm probably about 22 stone, something like that. It's just too much for my frame, far too much. But it's just all the inactivity. It was the darkest, bleakest of winters that I can remember, but it was the wettest winter on record. And it was just wind, and I wasn't going out on that. I just didn't fancy 18 hours in a tent getting smashed about with the wind and getting damaged and stuff. Plus, like, you know, I've ploughed my car before through a hedgerow and stuff like that. I've had some close calls that way, so I just wanted to play it safe for the gear and the car and myself. But yeah, so yesterday was the warmest day so far this year, 16 degrees. So, but last night it was clear as about, it was beautiful. But then, like a fog, a soaking wet fog came in the tent and everything. It was just covered in this white droplets. So I had to get out of it quickly. Right, I'm waffling on. Time to get moving. Spicy pork noodles, so I'll give that a try. Never had it before. Yeah, it was just like, don't think, just do. So just keep it simple, pare it down, and just get out. You know, the last 2 weekends I could have got out, but the wind was sort of putting me off. But it's time now. Just pick the pack up and get out. Don't think, just do. And get back into it again. But I did enjoy last night. It was beautiful out there. I was just knackered. Right, let's see what this is like. Well, I slept like a baby. Slept like a baby. It kept knocking my alarm back. Didn't want to wake up, I just wanted to stay in my sleeping bag. It was lovely. Toasty and warm. Especially when you're wearing, I've got a down jacket, grey liner. And this is Montane Flux jacket, Belay. And they're superb. What I like about these, you've got 2 deep chest pockets. So I had got my camera out last night. Okay, it's handy for that, and the end warmer pockets. Yeah, these were awesome. So much better than down, I think, when it's wet. And it was. I didn't realise that this was spot on. I was toasty and dry, but when I turned around, looked at the tent in the dark, lit it up, it was just covered in white droplets. Like it's as if somebody had got a spray and just sprayed it all. So 15 minutes has gone past. See what it's like. Smells alright. Let's see, can you see in there first of all? Ah, found it out. It's different. It's actually alright, that. What I like about these is you do get quite a bit of food, quite a generous amount. Yeah, it's just been a quick one, this. A quick one. We've enjoyed it. And the halo, and then it's just the space. When I put it up last night, it just put a smile on my face, because I wasn't sure whether I liked, the dark green, but on this halo it looks absolutely just awesome. On that light ground, I couldn't stop smiling. So, and it's nice to get out and start getting it used. I only see me using the Nalos in 3-season use. I think for winter, tunnel tent really, then a Madge, that's the way to go I think, with the 10mm poles. This for me, light winds in winter maybe, if I know it's gonna, it's gonna be no wind. I mean, it can handle a fair amount, but I'm not risking wrecking my tents. Not when they cost this much. That ain't happening. Get some more packing done, I think. Yeah, that's all the talking I'm going to do on this one. So hopefully a busy year. I'll have to start getting out after work and getting my new piece of camera kit out. I've had that for about 4 months. And I've only switched it on a handful of times just to update the drivers. So I need to start getting out after work, and when I start using it then you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so enough talking on this one. So it was short and easy. Well, it wasn't easy. I picked the pack up and it's feeling really heavy because of all the inactivity this winter. So we'll see if we can put that right. But there's talking the talk, isn't there? Doing this, and that's what I've been doing over the last year or so, really. And then there's walking the walk. So hopefully things get turned round a bit this year and actually a bit more of this. Right, so yeah, just a quick update, quick and easy. I'll start uploading back onto YouTube, and I'll talk a bit more on the next one. Maybe it's not the next one. What day is it? It's Friday. No, it's not. It's I don't even know what day it is. It's Thursday. I've got 3 early shifts and then a late shift, so I might try and sneak out on Sunday. Then I'll have to go to work on the Monday. It's trying to fit it in around, work as well. To get getting the time. But I suppose you could say you should make time. I want money's worth out of this stuff as well. Especially now the weather's better, and this cough, actually it's just about gone really. It's about cleared up. I'm just unfit. And that went on for ages, that cough, but it seems to have cleared up. It's just left me a bit wrecked. Right, less of this. That's Wild Camp number 2 done. Wild Camp number 2, 2026. Onwards. Yeah, it's 9:20. This wasn't the camp I'd planned, and I pitched low down. I was going to go high up somewhere, but I'm in the Dales anyway, and pitched just as it got dark. I'm not going to go into it because I'll be talking for an hour. but at least I've got the tent up now. I'll have a night in the tent. I think there's rain forecast tonight, so that would be nice to lay down and listen to that. And I was going to be out for 2 nights, but we'll see. I might do another one tomorrow. But it won't be what I planned. But yeah, so here I am. I'm gonna have something to eat though. I've got just keep it simple. 2 sachets of pepper, 2 buttered buns, and I've got 3 sachets of broccoli and Stilton soup. Just keeping it simple. So I'm gonna have that now. But it's Baltic, absolutely Baltic. So yeah, I haven't walked far or anything, so but it's cold. I need something warm to eat. Right, I'll crack on with that. Yeah, that last camp, it's the whole of Orkham. I mean, I haven't did it yet. I've looked at some of the footage and I do look rough, but I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I stayed outside the tent till 9 o'clock. So I was up for 19 hours. Yeah, 19 hours. So I would imagine that'll have been heavily edited by the time I finished with it. Yeah. But they're all different. They're all different. Yeah, that's my Victorinox classic knife. I've had it a few years. I did get a sharpener a couple of weeks ago. The pencil, the Victorinox pencil shaped sharpener, and before I decided to sharpen it, I got a piece of paper and to see where it's snagging. I mean, it's had no heavy use, this. You know, it's not a super steel or anything. And it's absolutely scary sharp. It wasn't snagging anywhere. I was cutting shapes in the paper all along this blade. But like I say, it's had no heavy use, but yeah. Superb for this type of camping. And not expensive. They're about £37 on Amazon. But I love this black one. I think they're it wouldn't look out of place in a jewellery shop in Whitby, you know, with all the jet and silver and whatever. Very gothic looking, it's beautiful. So yeah, I'm gonna just go through like that, it's just unbelievable. So yeah, get this suit ready. Just keep I'm just paring everything down at the moment. I mean, I was expecting to be on top of a hill tonight, but that hasn't happened. That hasn't come off. Maybe it's next weekend. But I haven't really been doing a lot of cutting. But on a hill, I want it pared down anyway. It's fun coming up with some different ideas and that. And I just don't want to be doing fried food or steak all the time. It's just it can be boring, isn't it? But I stopped cooking a lot of the, you know, bringing the pans, big pans up. That stopped after COVID, because I remember COVID and I was saying to myself, well, the last thing I want to be doing is staring at pans for ages on the wild camps, because that's all I was doing. That's all you could do in COVID. You couldn't go anywhere, but you could cook. So it was like one of the last things I wanted. But I'm not saying I'm not going to bring a steak up ever again, but I'm enjoying just paring it down. And I mean, I am buying a lot of titanium. I've got a new titanium plate. I've got a couple of new titanium bottles. I'll probably get another one, that each one's 1 litre. But I'll show them. I'll explain why I got the titanium bottles. The only thing I haven't got really is a titanium frying pan, but the titanium's really good for heating things up and water and concentrating heat. It's not very good at dissipating heat. When I've tried them before, and they get hot spots and they burn food, you know. So they're not very good at that. Otherwise, I'd have a titanium frying pan. Not that I'm doing any frying, no. At the moment, it's simple stuff like this. Trying to pare it down so I can like concentrate on other things, like the cameras as well, and filming, and just being outside the tent and just enjoying that. Yeah, I'll be doing that again. Yep. Nice and simple. And I mean, I got bored with doing steaks and stuff like that. It's nice to just try something different every time, or just having it pared down. Yeah, that broccoli and Stilton soup was awesome. The 2 sachets of pepper, I'll be doing that again. I'm going to try some different soups, I think. But it warmed me up as well. I felt it warming me up because it is quite cold. But so simple, straightforward, but just something different again, and yeah, enjoyed that. Now it's time for some biscuits, malted milk biscuits with some tea. Now I'll get my head down. It's starting to rain now. But yeah, I've been watching, was it Netflix, Terracotta Warriors, getting excavated. I'm about 3/4 of the way through that, so I'll finish watching that, get my head down. Yeah, it's 29 minutes past 4 in the morning, and it's quite windy and it's absolutely hoying it down out there. Ram snug as a bug in a rug, toasting warm. So I've switched down to my Ascent 500 bag, and I've got the Rab Exosphere mat underneath it. Yeah, so it's a really comfortable mat. Robust as well, so I'm liking that, and just toasty and warm. And this tent the sand coloured Hillyberg near O2. Just so much space. It's really weird, the green one, the dark green one which I used last time, I don't know if it's like an illusion or something, but it looks and feels bigger than this tent. I don't know why that is. It just feels bigger. I mean, it's a newer tent, so I don't know if they've changed some of the dimensions in it, maybe. But I like them both. I really like that dark green in the Nalo too. There's stronger tunnel tents out there, like the Namaj. I mean, I would have liked to have had 10mm poles for this, but you can't get them. So I don't know, for winter use in our weather, it's probably the way to go. I think the Namaj too. Or the Namaj 2 GT maybe. Yeah, they look amazing. See, I mean, you see, if you look at them on video or whatever, you think, yeah, you might go, oh, yeah, and a lot of money, but they're amazing when you're out in wet and windy weather. They're awesome. Right, I'm going to get a couple more hours just lying down listening to this. It rocks you off. It's really, really nice. It's great. Awesome. I don't want to get up. Time to get moving. It's nearly 7 o'clock. But it's bleak out there. Nobody in the right senses is going to be hanging around in that. I knew when I turned up yesterday, where is everybody? Should be plenty of people around, but obviously they're not daft, are they? You don't want to be out in that. I think I'm going to take my time, have a cup of tea. I've got a couple of sachets of banana flavoured porridge, I'll have that. And I think I'll go home. I've got to go to work tomorrow anyway. And I'm not off till the following weekend, and then get something done. But I need to get out in the meantime, because I've hibernated and all that, and I've had these moments before. You want to get out, but you're just not ready, I think. And you end up doing something like this, but I've really enjoyed lying here listening to this during the nights. So I don't know. So I'll see. I might end up going out and doing another one tonight, but I've got to go to work tomorrow. But it'll probably be another £10 one. But if I do that, it'll be somewhere closer to home, I think. We'll see. I'll just be patient. Just be patient. I've been patient all winter. I've come through with all the gear intact. And yeah, I've got that new piece of camera kit. I've had it for what, 5 months, and I haven't used it once. I haven't even pressed record on it. Just not until the summer comes. Then I'll be out after work, I think, before work, learning how to use it. In fact, I've got a memory card to pick up. I've got some UV filters, a full 3 packs of UV filters. I'm picking up a memory card today, some other bits and pieces of titanium, whatever. Yeah, time for a cup of tea, some breakfast. Yeah, I was going to have 2 sachets of banana flavoured porridge. I've never had banana flavoured porridge before, till I found 2 slugs in this. I don't think I'll bother. No thanks, not this morning. It's just, that's just killed me appetite, eating out that bowl till I boil wash it. I've used nearly 3 litres of water on this. So even though I've only been here a few hours, it's surprising how much water you're using. I made a hot water bottle as well. I did that last night. Tea's brewing. And in the new titanium cup. I don't know how it's doing it, but the heat isn't transferring through to the handle, so, which is good. I like that. I can pick it up without a cloth. I don't know how that's happening, but because the cups, it is hot itself. Right, it's not like it's just going to be, it's getting stronger, the wind and the rain. It's not like it's just going to be a washout for the rest of the day. There's only so much filming you can do inside a tent, I think. It's been £10, but I've enjoyed lying there listening to the rain. I haven't done much hiking or anything like that. It's, what day is it? Today, Friday. I'm in Saturday, Sunday, off Monday, in for 4, off Saturday, Sunday, so it'll be next weekend. But I think it's time to come out of hibernation, start getting out after work, just for some short walks and give me head a shake and snap out of this hibernation. And hopefully the weather will play ball next weekend. I'll still go out shit to shine, but it's nice to get some hills done and stuff like that. Right, that's it, I'm out of here. Cup of tea, packed. Back out next weekend, I think. Looking forward to it. It's nearly 7:10 now. I did start to make my way up to Whernside and the wind was getting stronger, but people were coming down and telling me it was really bad up there, so I paid heed. I just thought, I'm not damaging the nail, or not just as we're going into summer, hopefully we get a summer. So I found a quiet spot out the way. It took me a while to do, and then I've pitched and just sorting my gear out, chilling. So yeah, I'm just rolling with it. My supper, that's going to be my supper tonight. So it's a Cajun spiced rice. So I'll put a bit of water in this pan, warm that up, and I'll I've got herring fillets, and I'll eat them up in this. So I've never done that before. No, I'll camp, but I'm looking forward to it. Just frying and all that. I'm just not interested at the moment. I think I lost interest with all of that. With COVID and all that, staring at pans and whatever. I'm just trying to keep it simple, but try different things. But before that, I'm gonna have a cup of tea, a cup of pepper. In fact, I'm going to have one now. And the temperature's starting to drop, so I'm going to have to layer up. So yeah. This is gorgeous, this stuff. It's not like cheese you would off a block, you know. Just fill a gap till you eat later on. It's really soft, very nice. I've tried some of them rices before, but not this one. This one's quite bland. These are hot, by the way, so this should liven it up, I think. Hopefully. Smell it. That's better. It's different. Yeah, very nice. I'd like to try it with the Mexican rice, I think, or the mixed peppers. But yeah, it's spot on. I'll be doing it again. Oh yes. Just simple. Yeah. I like that. It's nearly 9:30. That herring with tomato sauce and the rice, it was really nice and filling. I'm just drinking tea at the moment, watching a movie on Netflix, but I'm going to get my head down. I've got to go to work tomorrow, so I'll need to be up early. So yeah, 2 weekends ago it was Storm Dave, so I weren't going out in that to avoid the wind, getting damaged gear, and then it was really windy last weekend, and I'm just trying to dodge getting damaged gear, so I can get some new gear. Yesterday I picked up a new winter waterproof mountaineering jacket. I saved £230 on that. 26 years ago I used to have a workmate and we used to go on the fells together, and the internet isn't really a thing like it is now, and we used to get the field and trek and Just heard a noise outside. Yeah, the Field and Trek and Cotswold Outdoors magazine. Summer and winter. We used to have, we both bring a bag of them in, we go on break together. And we wouldn't talk, we'd just be drooling over all the outdoor gear. But it was him who started me on this, like, get your summer stuff in the winter and your winter stuff in the summer, and it's so, they've got to, you know, they've got to shift the kit before the new range comes in done. And but that jacket, it still had the retail price tag on it, and before I opened the parcel, but it was sealed in a bag, and so I was straight away on my bank app making sure they hadn't charged me full price. And no, I got it to that like I say, £230 off it. It's a top end, top of the range jacket, 28,000. I've forgotten what I'm going to say now. 28,000 waterproofness. It's gone from my head. I'm getting tired. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm going to finish this movie and crash out, I think. But I do need to be up first light. I might try and get up around about maybe it's 2-3 o'clock, just have a look outside. But yeah, my last two camps, the first one I was up for 19 hours. I've looked at some of that footage, I'm just knackered. And on the other one, I made sure I had a good night's sleep last night before I came out. But yeah, anyway, I'm starting to waffle because I'm tired. Should have warmed the canister up. So it's 20 to 6, time to get moving. Cup of tea, and for breakfast a cinnamon swirl. Never had one of these before in my life. Just saw it in the supermarket, I thought I would try it. Very nice and different. No, I've never done this before. So I've never had herring fillets with rice, and I've never had a cinnamon swirl for breakfast. I thought I'd try this because it would mean I can just get away quickly this morning. Get home, get showered, work, and then I've only got what? I'm in all weekend, late shifts, off Monday, so I can't get a wild camp in till the following weekend, hopefully, weather permitting, hopefully no storms. But the Hillyberg's intact, my nailo, that was my priority. I'm not going up and wrecking a tent, which was a possibility because it was so windy. And of course, sod's law, pitched the tent. down here and it's eased up, but I had the wrong tent for up there. I might have tried it if I did the solo, but I wasn't expecting it to be that strong. So hopefully back out next week, and it's getting like Blencath with this. It's going to be a saga, but I'm enjoying me camping, I'm getting out, and that's what's important. It's not just about the top of a hill. For me, it's not about the donkey work either. It's about the camping. Never camped here before in my life, so that's good, you know. Just keep moving forward. Right, 26. I'm waking up. I've had a good night's sleep though. Once I warmed up, I made hot water bottle. It's still cold out there, so I'll be doing that again for my dexterity when I put this tent away. Just keep my hands warm, have this in my pocket. So I've enjoyed it, I've had a peaceful night, watched a good movie. The, what was it called? The Rip. Very tense. Right, bring on the next one. In a week's time. So yeah, it's a bank holiday weekend and it's heaving down at Riverhead. But everybody I've seen's been coming down, not going up, apart from that one person that turned up. So yeah, it's empty now. They'll all be in the pubs, the campsites, wherever, having a few of them. A few baby shams. Teetotal wild camp for me. What was I going to say? So yeah, looking a bit rough on them camps. So I've had a good night's sleep. I forgot all about it being a bank holiday, so I thought I'll either get here really early or come late, really late. And it's been the right thing. Like I've got here late, got parked, and everybody's coming down. I was the only one coming up. And by the time I've got up here, deserted. And then far away from the main tree, so I can have a sleep in. If anybody comes this way, then sometimes what I've found on the 3 peaks is 99% of the people are friendly. They're absolutely spot on and everything, very friendly, families and all that. But you do get the mutton men, the macho dickheads. They wear in charge on the brigade sometimes. I'll give you an example on Pennygent. That was a weekday. It wasn't half term or anything like that. And I'd seen nobody the night before. I saw one person. But they turned up early. Obviously Pennygent for a lot of people is going to be the first one of the 3 peaks. And in the dark. So I started packing away, moving quickly, but people kept asking me to hold the camera, take a photograph of them. there was loads of another friend, you know. I was trying to get packed. I did have a cup of tea there, but I didn't cook anything. I thought I've got to get away here. And then surely enough, you know, loads turned up. It wasn't what I'd planned for. And I mean, I did camp quite close to the trig. Tonight I haven't. I'm quite far away from that trig. But anyway, 3 blokes came up. One of them was at the front. I would say they were in the late 50s. And of course, you had to say, nice campsite. I was civil enough, friendly enough, and the rest of it was it was friendly enough conversation, I thought. And then they were trying to do a selfie of themselves at the trig, and I said to them, I said, "Do you want me to take a photograph of you?" And that was it. It was like, no, we don't want you to take a photograph of us. And they had to let me know they were angry, you know. And then they stormed off. And I had a face like a smacked ass. They absolutely ruined my morning, they did. And I got down, got to the cars driving off, and I passed one of them. He had a face like, he looked absolutely knackered. And I wound my window down, I was swearing and cursing, and I was fuming. I just wish now, when he'd said, you know, a nice campsite, that I'd shoved that comment down his throat. So yeah, it's the same online though. You know, you've got plenty of, I would just say, I mean, I used to have my comments on, and it was alright to start with. But then, like, the fatty, ugly dickheads, knobhounds and mutton men came crawling out of the woodwork, you know, like the human lice that they are. With the head still firmly immersed inside the discotheque and the youth club. For me, you're getting a bit too old for the youth club. Between the ages of 15 and 16. Like 40s, 50s and 60s. But collectively, I would describe them as a group of self-entitled, attention-seeking, dick-brained total narcissists. Absolutely adoring themselves in front of that camera. You know, falling in love with themselves. Who see themselves as the were in charge around here brigade. You know, like control freaks. Obsessed with the algorithm. I don't think of it as the wildcamping algorithm, mate. I think of it as the wildcamping rat race. I'm already in the rat race. I go to work. I never started keeping a log of my wild camps to join another rat race. When I see the wild camping algorithm, or the wild camping rat race, how I see it, anything to do with that, I hold my nose. That's a great big detour around it. And come out the other side and say good riddance, you know, and then carry on doing it the way I want to do it, not being a slave to the wild camping rat race or algorithm. But there's people there, I mean, it's just infested with trolls. I'm talking about trolls who upload content onto YouTube. There's people there who troll me. I'd fit into the same category as the paedophile, Ian Huntley, Ian Brady, Peter Sutcliffe, Jimmy Savile, Christian B, Rolf Farris, Jonathan King, yeah, that calibre of sex offending parasitic rodent. And if them people I'm talking about have been trolling me, yeah, if you're watching this, you know you are, you toxic shower of sex offending parasitic filth. You've got Dave Murphy's blood in your hands, you're proud of that, aren't you? Of course you are, because that's what yous are all about. Yeah. Right, I've wasted enough breath on that subject. On with the wild camp. That's the new piece of kit. It's the Rough Rider Arctic Fox Copperhead. Absolutely beautiful knife. It's not an expensive knife. It's not a cheap knife. It's an inexpensive knife. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to get yourself a decent knife for this kind of camping. And what I like about this traditional look is, compared to maybe the tactical look, which I do have, the one-handed flippers, even if it is an EDC non-locking knife, it's not going to, how to say, make people feel threatened. You know, if you say you could use this where there's people about, and I don't think it's not going to frighten them. I love looking at knives. I can spend hours on the internet looking at knives. But it's how can I say, it's not because I think knives are macho. I can't stand macho people. I avoid them like a bad smell or a disease. No, I think works of art. That's what it is. But this knife, I don't know, it's more like a gentleman's knife. It wouldn't look out of place on a office desk, or it almost looks ceremonial. It wouldn't look out of place at a wedding, a funeral, a baptism, something like that. It's absolutely stunning. It's got like a normal blade, very stiff the action, stainless steel. And blades like this, even I can get a razor edge on them. You know, now I can. And very quickly. They're easy to maintain. And this comes in a beautiful presentation box. It even has a magnetic closing on it. So I'll use this a few times and put it back in that box, but I'll be getting out now and then. And I did get another knife. I'll show that some other time. I've got 3 new knives to show really. 2 of them that are just going to be show ponies, and one that is going to be usable. I'll explain that. So you get an EDC, so you can legally carry this. And it's also got they call it a skinner blade, so I mean, I would imagine this is brilliant for processing food, meat, but I would imagine, and I've never done it, you could probably skin a rabbit with it. I've never skinned a rabbit, nor do I intend to. Also, I'm not a bushcrafter, but I have got a lot of new kit for woodland camping. I'm not a bushcrafter. A bushcrafter to me, somebody could make a bow drill, get a fire going in 2 minutes, show you 50 knots, who's been on a lot of courses as well, been trained, certificates and all that kind of thing. That's a bushcrafter to me. Somebody can get something to hair splitting a blade like a razor in just a couple of minutes. Who knows how to apex a knife, create a burr and get a mirror finish on it, which I can't. Well, I'll go into that subject in the future. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So it's like an ivory micarta and like an ebony fox's head on it. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to be getting 1 or 2 knives every month, I think, and having a bit of fun with that. But things like this, they just, I don't know why, they just put a smile on my face and they just brighten my day up. And I'm looking forward to, you know, cutting up some cheese and stuff for this, and Savoys, and yeah, processing some food on the camps. Yeah, some gorgeous knives out there. Absolutely. The 2 brands that I'm looking at are Rosecraft. Honestly, just off the scale, the quality, what I'm saying there. Traditional look, and then on the more tactical sort of look is Real Steel and Spyderco. Yeah, a lot of fun. So yeah, I'll be bringing some new knives out in the future and having some fun with them. Beautiful. It's starting to get quite heavy, that rain. So I'll watch a movie. I've got a couple of Netflix movies downloaded. I'm a Netflixaholic, that's what I am. And then I'm looking forward to lying here tonight in this beautiful tent, spacious Hillyberg Nalo, which should hopefully not stand out in the morning because of the colour, it should blend in. So I'll have a bit of a sleep in without any hassle, out of the way. But yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to this tonight, being snug as a bug. There was supposed to be 20-mile-an-hour winds. The forecast has been totally wrong. It's like cloud, showers, then it would come in and it would rain. The rain part of it tonight, they've got that right. But coming up, it was sunny, it was really quite warm. And yeah, it was sunglasses on, had my Oakleys on. Everybody had sunglasses on. That wasn't the forecast for over here. Right, get me movie. I'll get another cup of tea, my movie. And I can't be bothered. I was going to slice up and make like a pate on that plate. Can't be bothered. Cup of tea and a movie, and then nights out. It's going to be mint lying there listening to this. I love that sound. It's awesome. Getting on. I've had a good sleep in. I'm glad I pitched well away from the trig, right along the wall, so the water's there on the other side, going past. Yeah, definitely wouldn't recommend coming on a bank holiday weekend, but I'd forgotten all about it, and I had it in my head that was coming here, but I would say it's definitely avoid. Go on a weekday or something like that. So So, yeah, I've had a good sleep in pea soup out there. I watched half a movie, what was it called last night? Apex. It was absolutely amazing. Bit violent, bit rough, but yeah, killed some time. But I'm just going to take my time, I'm going to have a cup of tea, slowly sort myself out, and I think I'll have another night up here, but in a different location where I had a failed wild camp. I got there and it was too windy, I couldn't get the tent pitched, so it was a failed wild camp. So I might as well go and put that right, but I've got to go to work tomorrow. So I've had a good sleep in today, I've had plenty of sleep. I had a good sleep in yesterday, because like I say, them last 2 wild camps I'm barely comprehensive, and it's just sleep deprivation. And but I am starting to look at what's going in as well. I'm 3 weeks into my 3rd week now of being really strict with that. Not going into the details. And I'm starting to feel a lot better. My clothing's starting to feel looser, and 2 nights ago I actually touched my toes. I haven't been able to do that for some time. So I think that's the way to go. Right, cup of tea I think. I like breakfast. Smell the banana. Yeah, they're coming past in big groups now on the side of that wall. Normally I'd be away first night, pitch 8 pack early, but I just knew there'd be loads of people about and I wouldn't be able to get away from them, not if I want to do another night somewhere up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait it out, give it time for this hill, for the crowds to die off, and that's when I'll make me move, because I'll have to go down Fairway to go and get some water and then come back up and then follow another path off. And there's 3 tarns. I want to spend the night there because like I say, I've had a failed wild camp, so it's a chance. That wasn't what my plan was. My plan was to go down, go to the car, restock and get something else done. But once I seen like there was running water up here, even though I'll have to go down a bit, that changed my plan. I'd like to see what this porridge is like before. I've never had banana flavoured porridge before. It's absolutely spot on. I thought the cinnamon was good. This is good as well. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, just 2 little sachets like that. Awesome. Absolutely. It's really good. No fuss as well. Yeah, it was a bit of a rant, wasn't it, last night? I've kept my mouth shut about a lot of stuff that's gone on, but I did have my comments on. When I first started, it was friendly. You know, if you'd mentioned Alga and them, nobody would known what the hell you were talking about. They were genuinely keeping a wild camping diary. A lot of people that don't feel that I could see, but obviously like self-entitled. nonsense turn up and they're obsessed with this stuff. I mean, I wouldn't pay them with peanuts, me, let alone brass washers. Wild camping's not a job. Or YouTube for me, I just don't think it is. You know, I wouldn't dream of asking people for money. I go to work, pay my bills. I can feel another rant coming here, so let's cut that one off. So, if I don't get another wild camp done tonight, that's it, and I'll be out in another week. Saturday shit or shine as well. As long as nothing gets in my way, like life can, like breakdowns or car problem or whatever, I'll be out. I'm just itching. That's why I've come out on a bank holiday weekend, because the weather wasn't too bad and I'm just itching to get out, picking the pack up, which I haven't been doing. So yeah, out in another week's time.